She's still wearing it, so it's not a bad thing in that way.
Maybe you could do up the house and stuff. I mean, roses are nice and they taste good, but they're like, they barely last past dessert.
I mean, if you put them in cold water, they last for months, and I've been kind of snacking on them
But if
since
you
she threw
eat,
them back at me.
uh,
You're right there, Shooty.
maybe you do up the house a little. If she's ever done any complaining about any of your habits, maybe try and, I don't know.
I mean, the only thing she's complained about is the rather personal matter that I told you about. I mean, she says I'm not satisfying her, and
See if she likes anything.
that's rather prideful of her, don't you reckon? That her needs outweigh the needs of others. Isn't that against the book of whatever? The book of life. I didn't mean to sound blasphemous. I assure you, I'm a devout believer, and I'll let you know because your character would definitely know, and that he is technically right, as pride is the first of the 5 steps to heresy. And I believe it is pride leads to sin, sin leads to false doctrine leads to false priesthood, and false priesthood leads to hate and murder. So pride is manifest as injustice. Sin is manifest as apparently demon attacks from outside. Oh, demon attacks in the form of famine, plague, or raiding outlaws, or whatever. False doctrine manifests in corrupt religious practices and heresy. False priesthood manifests as demons within the congregation of sorcery, possession, or evil acts, and hate and murder is pretty self-explanatory. And possession isn't necessarily literal fiery horns, smoky wings, throwing balls of energy. It could just be like alcoholism is possession by a demon because you've got the demon of alcoholism, and like super strong beliefs of something that isn't right could be possession. It's not necessarily literal possession or literal demons.
Shooty McCherries, stay away.
Now, an example of that actually is sins manifest as demons attacking from the outside in the form of famine or plagues. Now, crops being infested with weeds could be considered a plague. So,
and no one having children.
Yeah, infertility and barrenness.
Yeah.
So that could mean there is some serious sin going on in this town.
Well, Fernando's like,
teleports here.
I wouldn't call wanting to be satisfied and just wanting to be happy being prideful.
I mean, we were plenty happy together. It was never a matter of we weren't happy. It's just, she said I can't satisfy her, and she left over that. And then I heard rumors of her sleeping with other men that she ain't settling down with, and all that. Other stallions. Shut up, I said it first.
Well, maybe just talk to her and find out what she needs to be satisfied. If you can't do it, then find other methods. Just talk to her. She'd probably know.
This whole me trying to convince you, you trying to tell him no, probably should have been a talking conflict, but we have passed that now. Oh well.
Just talk to her.
We'll just assume you won that one. Right, well, you've taught me a valuable lesson about chivalry, that it's dead, and that I shouldn't expect her to be the formal one, because in Equestria, everyone knows the female is the head honcho of the family hold. So, reverse
chivalry is dead, and women have killed it.
No, stallions have killed it, because we expect for the woman to pay entirely for us. Ugh. You know. Basically, I'm making the joke that Equestria females are the dominant one. It's a matriarchy, not a patriarchy.
Yeah.
Well,
there is a strong gender imbalance in the world of Equestria, and I actually mentioned it on a podcast.
And that's why all the men
recently.
walked away and formed their own country out here.
I think that's what happened.
So yeah. What is your wife's name?
My
Anyway.
dear wife's name is Windrush.
Ah.
She's a Pegasus,
Well-
one of the
I've-
few in the town. She's gorgeous,
I was
gorgeous
gonna
say,
legs.
I
Amazing
don't
streak
know.
through her hair.
What color is she?
She's blue with a nice grey and silver mane. Gorgeous little lady she is.
Yes. Those are nice colors. And perfect for a Pegasus. Yeah. Just go and talk to her and just be willing to listen to any ideas she have that might help you to be.
Alright, if you say that's the best course of action, then I will listen to you. Ushers you out as he goes out as well. He's heading back towards the crowd of the town. Okay, apparently there's been a lot of talking going on while I was not reading chat.
Uh-huh.
I think the call just got interrupted somehow. But
Quite-
Yeah,
Quite
2 people
severely.
are gone. Okay,
Sorry about that, I got disconnected.
yeah.
why don't we hang up the
Curious
call and
teleport's
just...
here.
Everyone hang up and we'll restart it real fast.
Cool. I'll host it.
There we go.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to
Hello.
what are we calling this series again?
Ponies of the Vineyard.
Degenerate
Ponies
play
in the
online.
vineyard. Ponies in the vineyard.
Pove. This is the Pove.
Shooting a curious
It's the
teleport's
Popo.
here.
Okay. Nando
Dr.
leaves.
Hauser, what are you doing besides getting your ass just completely stoned?
Well,
So he's asking you for advice on if this herb mixed with this extract of oil from this plant and just, basic that stuff. He also says, so you're very similar to the steward of the town, right? Well, I shouldn't say this, there is a bit of doctor-patient confidentiality, but I do know a few things about this town, and it's not pretty. They say that sin manifests as plague and famine, and, well, I'll just put it simply, half this town is barren.
well, have you
Since
thought
one
have you thought
half.
there's not enough able mayors to
No, it works both ways, on both sides, believe me. I've treated many of them. First I thought it was mercury in the water and I was quite scared thinking I would have to leave myself, but I looked into it and it was actually about 7 or 8 years ago there was a wave of mumps just wiped through the town. Everyone was sick. I believe that was the start of it all. But what I'm kind of confused about is that sunflower lady. She and her husband are both, well, neither of them can have kids. And, well, they did. I was giving her some fertility medication to help her along, but honestly, I don't think it was going to work, but I suppose it did.
Well, let me examine some of the water supply, I say as I begin taking out my kit from my straddle bags.
Oh yes, I've done that myself, but yes, go ahead. There's... The nearby river is... It's flowing, it's a little down, hasn't rained in a few months. But it's flowing water.
Because I remember reading about this case in Ponyville a few years back of an outbreak of a certain strain of poison joke that it can cause certain afflictments such as these.
Well, I don't think that herb grows around here, and I certainly haven't been growing it in my as exotic as some of these herbs are, this one here, this one is from the far off southern, even further down in Pakistan. It is called marijuana. And you inject it directly into the bloodstream.
Let me just inject.
Here, I will give you 2. Let me inject you with 2 marijuanas. No. That doesn't happen, I'm just making stupid jokes.
Shooter McCherry overhears the conversation and moves in closer.
Oh, wait for something like that happen.
Mind you, though, I'm basically stoned and drunk while talking to this guy. Well, I guess I continue to examine the new herb marijuana from the.
He didn't actually say that; it's a joke.
Ironheart and myself are ready to unleash vengeance on weeds.
Well, because I've forgotten to do this twice now, why don't we make this a physical conflict?
Yeah, baby!
So you fight the dreaded weeds.
Physical.
Oh, I got one better. Physical.
Yes.
Yes. Olivia Newton-John for the win.
Hells yeah.
Oh God! All right. So what's the thing again?
So this is a physical conflict, so you roll your physical plus any traits.
Yep.
You don't have a relationship with plants. Any traits
Sadly,
that are
no.
relevant to...
I think that's a good thing. Let me see.
Let's have a look. Where is
Oh, I could use my Earth Strike. I just have to remember what it was. Oh no, that's right. It was like an Earth Tremor thing.
Was it? Sure.
That'd be why the freaking all Earth shook under us.
Although, faith over fact. Like, I don't know. I feel like at the moment it's like I have guns, and they're not particularly helpful with this kind of problem. I mean, I do have the Book of Life, and I could be whacking those weeds with my book.
I don't think that is exactly what a book is for. You can use it to do that, but it would be a D4.
Yeah.
Duh.
I've got fisticuffs. So am I going to punch the weeds?
I don't know, are you?
It's tempting.
I mean, I guess we could.
Are the weeds?
You're gonna
spiking?
hoof the freaking weeds. That's what you gotta do.
I mean, I guess we could try to poison the weeds.
Yeah.
Eh.
You know what? I'm just gonna be pulling the weeds. Are they spiky by any chance? Are they spiky weeds?
They are they're not spiky, but they're furry. You know, the type of fur that I'm talking about.
Fucking chunky apples.
Oh man, it's being attacked by furries. Okay, okay, so I'll just go physical, and
This is both of you doing this.
yeah.
Wait, what? I'm doing this as well?
I mean,
No.
You're there, aren't you? Wait, who said that?
Oh yeah.
Scram.
I'm there. Freaking me, I'm there, but I'm just watching. Shooter McCharioth is just watching and snickering to himself at the silliness of the situation.
Okay, so I don't really have anything.
What about faith over fact? Like, I believe I can stomp these things so hard, pull these things so hard.
Sure.
That sounds a little wrong.
You can clear this entire field. It's just ignore the fact that it's about an acre or two.
Yes, I think that's like yeah because I'm Storm's kind of bit of mattering, but yeah, he's that kind of guy. He's that kind of guy. I don't have a relationship with the weed. Miscellaneous. No. Okay. What do we got? Okay. All right. So I need to drag my dice.
Yeah, this is both of you, so both of you should do that.
Yep. Whoops. I'm drinking some. Okay, cool.
I'll be right back.
We'll be right back
Mario.
after these messages.
Haha.
What the? Huh? What's going
Yeah,
on?
didn't
Oh,
roll
Oh,
two
God.
tens for once. You actually stand a chance.
Oh no, blue shell. Fuck.
Who? What? Fuck.
Yeah, you should put them up here as well. Just kind of take half and half each.
Because that's right. Because that section's a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's a good zone.
More or less. Well, I actually rolled some pretty good die, actually.
Execute Order 66.
So the way it works
And
with
one
two
more six for
people,
good measure.
the way it works with two
Uh-huh.
people is whoever
Oh,
starts.
okay.
Who started? I reckon that was you, Lucky. You're pulling out
Yeah.
the weeds, so you raise
Yeah.
first. Then I match.
Mhm.
But when I raise in turn, both of you have to match.
Okay.
Oops. I forgot the D6.
Right. So,
Let's see.
what are the rest of us doing while all this is going on anyway?
I don't know. One of you was talking
I'm-
to Deadwood. One of you
Oh
you
yeah,
haven't done
Fernando's
anything.
on a
Attentively.
Fernando's on a mission of kindness to trying to mend the relationship.
Yep.
The
I'm getting
the doctors are getting stoned.
And whoever else it
Would
was,
I also got to roll a D6? I forgot the
You see
freaking
that?
sword. Oops.
You've seen that, right?
Yeah, you can roll a d6 for the sword.
Yeah. I forgot the fucking little...
How is Donkey Kong
Uh.
so fucking fast?
You're asking that question? Better.
So, how do you start that off with that 4?
Okay, so. Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, I know. Oh gosh, I used the butt end of Missy Higgins to pound the weeds
Okay,
to
you're
submission.
using an item that is not intended for its purpose. So, add an extra d4 to that lot.
Okay. Oh, so I roll a d4.
The weeds
Yeah.
are immune to bludgeoning damage. It counters with
So-
just 1 dice, so it gets the dice back. As it just
Okay.
completely resists you stomping it with the butt of a gun. So as you're stomping the gun, off in the distance, someone's hair just kind of stands on end as the immortal words of gun safety ring through their head. As you accidentally fire the gun
Oh,
while
God.
stomping it.
Oh no! I hope it was in
And
the
the
air.
bullet is kind of heading, like, just behind you. It misses you, freaks you out. Unfortunately, directly behind you was Ironheart. Yeah.
God.
Both of you have to match this.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard.
Except he's got a 14. He's got a 13 on 2 dice.
Yes.
Both
Oh,
of you have to
that-
put in
that's-
3 dice to do it.
Oh, I get it. Oh, okay, I get you.
We both have to match that.
Oh, so both of us have
Both
to
of
match
you
it.
have to match it.
Okay.
Matching exactly is better than overkilling with those.
Actually,
three
yeah,
sixes.
you're right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's 12. Oh, 13. Okay, cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's just a strong ringing in your
actually-
ears, Lucky. And there's also a strong pain in your ear. Ironheart. As you just got your ear pierced unintentionally, and that was much closer than you would like. It's not really. It's bleeding, but not like uncontrollably.
Can I ask why I would have had the safety off?
Why would
It's
you
a
have had it
revolver. It doesn't
on?
have a safety.
A better question is, why would you have it on?
Well, there's that too.
So, who wants
Holy
to raise now?
Shit!
I mean, you've successfully not stomped a single weed and shot someone.
Oh dear.
You mean being shot?
Yes.
And I take a swing at a few of the weeds.
Alright. They...
I really can't raise much.
Yeah, you don't have to yet. So, you take out some of the weeds, but you just kind of get the realization of this is going to take days. And as you walk through where you've already been, it kind of looks like more weeds are growing back in their spot. Like, you could have sworn you've done that spot already.
Oh, crap.
I'm back.
Welcome back, I think.
I have a cat.
Congratulations. And this is gonna hurt me.
Shall we just burn the fucking field down with kerosene?
Nobody's got
Keep
any
in mind that
fuel.
this is still all crops.
Yes, they need
Oh,
the food
right.
to survive.
Yeah,
I'm
both of you
actually
have to match
tempting.
this.
Yeah. Oh man.
Wait, what? We both need to.
Yep.
Oh, hang on.
Okay, you
Sorry.
could have easily have just done that with one die, yeah.
Yeah.
Which means you get that one die back.
So you're really not enjoying this, as you're kind of disheartened by all of that. You get your dice back for matching it with one. Ironheart is... There's just a sense of this is not going to work for you.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt me
Yep.
quite severely.
Now you can raise now if you want. Who wants to?
Lucky you may as well, because I know that if I raise, I'm dead.
Well, the thing is, we have the choice to back away, don't we?
Yep, you can back away at this point if you want.
To probably, yeah, to stop any potential further consequences. Oh,
Alright, a nice 2.
I
It's
take
going
another
to...
fucking swing.
Just gonna put these wasted ones out there, and so you pluck a couple more weeds and you're getting somewhere, but nothing. Like, you may be a meter in and a meter wide worth of weeds plucked, and they're just kind of not wrapping intentionally, but like you go in, you pull them out, and you're just kind of tangling all the weeds, and a couple of... They're also fuzzy, and they're kind of hurting your hands as you touch them as well.
Hooves. And
Whatever.
I'm swinging a blade.
It gets wrapped around the blade then, and maybe it... As you, like, you go in, cut, hold it on the blade, and fling it over your head, it lands on your back and just kind of itches. Not the blade, the weed.
okay.
It just kind of itches.
Oh, that blade.
That being
Oh.
said,
That would have hurt.
you realise that you can absolutely keep this up. This is as bad as it's going to get. You've gone through worse. Walking through the desert is so much harder than this. It's especially you've got lemonade waiting for you, because that's a more southern thing than tea. And this will take ages, but yeah, you can keep doing this. As you win the
I'm
conflict,
actually-
as I'm out of
yeah.
dice and you still have some left.
I'm actually choosing to withdraw and actually.
In that case,
So
you have
this
no
is
dice
so.
left.
Huh?
In that case, you have no dice left.
I'm just thinking, if I play, there's a chance I can make things worse, because they're pretty bad at the moment. Am I storm like reckless? No, I could. Ah, do I really want to cast Nerf Tremors? No, that'll just.
I don't think that would be.
I
helpful in our current
don't think that
situation.
I don't think the Russians are even impressed at this point.
Yeah.
You know what? So just to clarify, so Ironheart, you actually were able to cut. Or was it there's some of that weed, that vine that's tangled on your sword at present? Yeah.
It feels itchy,
Yeah.
but it's not really getting
Yeah.
worse. And the sword,
Okay.
you can fling it off because the sword is straight. It just
Yeah.
comes right off.
So what I want to do
But
is
this
I want to
gonna take
It's actually
ages and
slightly
it's
curved.
uncomfortable. Either
Yeah.
way, it's
what I wanted to do.
does it get larger
what I
towards
wa-
the end? If not, then you can just slide it off.
What I want to do is I want to withdraw and take the weed samples to the doctors and to see if there's something that they can apply to make them sort of disappear. Like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm changing my strategy from miscalculated brute force to actual brains.
As you do that, this conflict ends, so we will... Actually, let's have a look at this real fast. Where is end conflict, blah blah blah, sometimes. So where is... I'm looking for something that is if you end a conflict and then go immediately into another one.
Oh no.
Takes that.
Not the weeds!
Immediately.
Not the weeds!
Okay. If a new conflict starts immediately, which it's going to,
God.
you can either take this fallout that you would have got from many things, or I can give them to the person you are in conflict with, as in they get these dice extra.
What does that mean?
It means my roll gets all of these dice added to it that would have normally been the fallout damage.
Wow.
So you can either choose to take the fallout or let them have them.
I'm just gonna take the fallout.
I'm gonna take the fallout. I do not want weeds to be that OP.
Just so that we don't have the highly likely event of someone dying in the first session, I'm gonna say that wasn't shoot damage and it was just fight damage when you got shot.
Okay.
Ironheart, I need you to roll me 3d6 for the physical you took and 3d8 for the shot you took to the ear. And Lucky, I need you to roll 3d6 as well for the physical.
What was res people?
3 to 6 as well as what?
3d8.
So 3d6s and 3d8.
That's just for Ironheart. You were only 3d6. Okay, so you got a 1 there, which means you're going to get something good out of this.
Oh, damn.
Yay!
No, that's not good.
Oh, I got 2. I got 2 of them. I got 2 of them.
Ironheart got a 6 and a 7. Well, what the... Stop rolling. 6 and a 7. And Lucky got a 6 and a 6, which means both of you are at 12.
Shit.
Let's have a look what that one is.
This
Okay.
is not the time to roll good dice.
In addition, if your sum is 12 or higher, your character's injured. Choose from the long-term list. Oh, this is in addition, so you also get the fallout of 8 or higher. So let's do the 8 or higher for both of you first.
Good idea.
That is... If your character's fallout is 8 or higher, your character suffers lasting harm. The choices are: subtract 1 from one of your character's stack, take a new trait of D4, take a new relationship of D4, add 1d to an existing D4 trait, subtract 1d from an existing D6 or higher trait or relationship, change the die size of an existing trait or relationship to D4, erase a belonging from your character sheet, or change the description of your coat to match if it's been damaged. So for...
I'm gonna just...
I would have laid my thing off to the side. My coat off to the side.
You
I'm
never
just gonna
want to take off your coat, by the way. It's like your badge. Even if you're sweltering hot,
Yeah.
you don't take it off.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take 1 point off acuity.
Yeah, that sounds right for having a nice ringing in your ears now.
Tinnitus.
And I reckon
Hooray.
That's what I have.
Iron Will... Call me Iron. I'm going to give Ironheart...
Heart.
Yeah, I'm going to give Ironheart a D4 trait of missing an ear.
Is he missing the whole ear or just part of it?
Like a good sized chunk of it. You might want to see the doctor about that as well. Now, let's move...
What
We'll
doctor?
heal you.
The doctor left.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. So, in addition, if your fallout sum is 12 or higher, your character's injured. Choose from the long-term list, which is the one above. Injured how badly? If your sum is 16 or higher, we don't need that one. You both have to get a second one from those lasting harms.
Oh, wow.
What? Oh god. I'm already in a bad bad way.
I'll just go for 1d4. I'm changing my sex appeal from 1d6 to 1d4.
What sex appeal?
Wait, you have sex appeal?
That's one of my traits.
Oops.
Because my character's apparently a lady's a lady. I was trying to find
A Maz stallion.
Yeah, that's the one. With his travels. So his libido has been decreased as a result of his recklessness, which is a kind of a tradition for every character I play.
Could it be that you were the one who was screwing the guy's wife?
No. So, seeing
oh,
to a
come on,
shot,
that
I'm
would've been
gonna
funny.
say that you lose 1 to your body because you just kind of got some blood loss going on.
Are you talking to me or
Just a
Ironheart?
little
No, I'm
bit.
talking to Ironheart.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm losing a bit of blood. It's not like, you
I know,
know,
it's
it's...
Immediately behind you, you just hear from Bullrush going, "Damn it, woman, what did you do?" As you see him out a broken window that roughly was probably in line of where someone recently accidentally shot.
Okay. She's on the freaking execution block, straight up.
Oh, hey, Ironheart. Let's just say there was a sudden unexplained attack by a demon.
So you hear
Storm
coming from
and
inside of the house.
Start running.
I'm sorry, dear. I didn't mean to drop the lemonade that I was preparing for those lovely fellas outside. Don't be mad, honey. Don't be mad, please, not again. It's like, man, you haven't even
Don't
seen
take
me,
the
man.
belt
You just
out
see that
again.
coming from in. You hear that coming from inside. What's his name?
Storm, start running.
Are we about to see some domestic abuse?
Bullrush is just yelling at his wife, and Goldrush is just cowering, like, no, I didn't mean to, honey. I swear it were an accident.
I decide to go.
Not the belt.
I decide to go and step in and say, "What do we got going around here?"
Why don't you roll your talk? Actually, this guy has actual stats as opposed to generic.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
I'm talking to the
Bullrush.
guy, so
Yep.
So I don't think sex appeal is gonna work.
Nope.
Oh, I do have bad dog as my as one of my traits. It's a 4d4. The question is, do I want to be
Yeah.
the bad cop at this point?
Well, but as I say, you're in shit
No.
with me so far.
No, hang on. I'm not going to be bad cop because I
As
already
a
tried
shooter
that
with
at the beginning.
Cherries.
Nice.
3 critical ones. Wonderful.
Actually, we should go back just a second, and that is, Ironheart, you roll some 1s in your Fallout, so you actually get some benefit from that.
Yes, I do. I rolled 2 ones, actually.
Yeah, but you only get a 1.
Oh,
You can gain,
Okay.
add 1 to one of your stats, create a new trait of 1d6, add or subtract 1 dice from an existing trait, change the die size of an existing trait by 1 degree, create a new relationship at 1d6, or add or subtract 1 die from an existing relationship. The reason you'd want to subtract a dice is because if it's d4, then you don't want those, and if it's 1d4, then you just completely remove it.
well, I'm already with a selfless heart, and I'm really not going to remove that.
Well, if it's a D6 trait or relationship, you don't want to remove it. It's just the D4.
To do 4.
One of the options was you can change one of your traits up by 1 level, but only if it's kind of realistic. Yeah, involves what you just did, basically. I mean, getting shot
Still,
could definitely increase the kinship to the group. Getting shot by another group member.
oh no, oh,
You could make that
Took
a
the group
2d6 or a
already.
1d8.
seeing as how 2 of the group are in my shit book so far, after that,
You could decrease it by 1 die size.
Yeah, good, actually. Yeah, I think I will.
Alright. So your kinship to the group goes from 1d6 to 1d4 as a bonus.
Not only is Dante's here in my bad books, but Shooter McTatties is as well.
The Fermando's still pretty good, right?
Fernando and the medic is still rather good.
So,
Getting shot in the ear.
Lucky, why don't you
As
drag
well.
those dice over to the table?
Oh, that's right. It's another form of conflict. Gotcha.
Well, you're basically
just-
interrupting on a domestic.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, I do, even though, gosh, note to self, make sure gun isn't loaded, or just don't use the
What? That's
gun
crazy.
for
If the gun's not
any
loaded,
other
what's the point?
purpose. For any other purpose than what it was designed for.
You step in and start by saying, what do you say?
Hey, come on. The broken window was not your fault. There was a sudden surge of badness that came through. It's do not, the book of life. Respect thy partner. It's about the wedding, not the weeding.
You can respect her with a belt.
Why don't you raise?
Okay. I think I'm trying to drive an important point, so I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go single.
I mean, I recommend doing 2.
Okay.
If you
It's so
can
good.
do 2, you should do 2.
Okay.
So he's going to speak up to you and say, "What? The window's broken too?" And he looks towards the window and he walks past you and you see that on the ground is just a dropped lemonade pitcher and all the cutlery is shattered on the ground. As he walks over to the window and goes, "Damn it, when did this happen? Did you do that? Are you breaking my house? I asked you to do the weeds, not the windows." As he raises with that.
So, yeah, okay, alright, so. Oh, bugger.
A demon doesn't work.
I'm gonna go with the demon argument. I'm gonna.
Now, you probably shouldn't joke about there being demons in this setting.
Okay, so he's got a 9.
Because
I'm
if
trying
you
to-
legitimately
Mishap
thought
or
there were
firearm.
demons that caused that crop, he would burn down his crop.
Oh gosh, okay. Oh, good point. They're very superstitious here. Okay, good.
Just
Choose my
go
words
those a
carefully.
mishap with a gun.
Yeah, that could work. We had a slight weapons malfunction.
Yeah.
That's a good way to say it.
Why
Yes.
weapons malfunction?
Everything's fine. How are you?
A weapon to... God. And you can raise at that point.
Well, don't have much to raise with. My God. But if I go 3, I get fallout. So I might just take the 2 1s.
You raise... Okay. He's gonna beat with a 3. Just go... God dang it! And just... You see he's just getting super angry and veins popping in his head and he just punches the wall and puts a hole through it.
Hoof! Hoof!
I didn't say hand or...
See, he
I said
punched a hole, and he creates another window.
He punches a hole in the hoof. Got it. So yeah,
Wait, what?
He just is angry. He just
Punches him
punches
with a
a
hoof
hole in the
instead
wall.
of...
He bucks a hole in the wall.
Nah,
Yes.
No,
Look what you made me do.
bucking.
you know I had to do it to him. And yeah, you can't beat that. So he has won this argument, and he's basically just so angry at this point. He is raging. He's like, "Get out of my damn house! Get back to Whedon or get out!"
I choose to get out.
All right. What about you, Ironheart?
Yeah, do you choose to engage
Shall-
in this combat?
I actually might engage in this.
Oh my god!
He's just raging. And...
Because I'm already in a bit of rage, so you know.
Well, you do have the whole monk thing going for you. I mean, maybe you can take them down from a 10 to a 6, maybe.
Or you could just, brutally murder them with your sword, was it?
Yeah, I've got a broadsword, a short broadsword.
Yeah, stick the guy with the broadsword and then,
Oh no, I'm gonna level a house with it, with him inside.
just burn the house down with them inside.
You're causing so much distress. Look what you did to my wall. You made me do that, and it's your fault.
Oh my gosh!
So, what am I rolling?
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's first thing.
Luckily,
I'm
you
gonna
already lost
stick him
your
up with my
response, so
sword, I think.
You're gonna stab him with your sword.
No, I'm gonna stick him up with the sword.
Alright, well,
What does
Not
that
stab him,
mean?
stick him up
That's
with it.
physical then.
You're gonna
Yeah.
threaten him with the sword. I think it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
do that.
threaten him with the sword.
Alright, that's physical, so you should roll that. And add a d6 for the
And-
sword.
And what does your threatening pose look like?
So what happened to I'm with a selfless heart?
I have a vendetta now. Especially
That's
after the
pretty good.
original-
Only one. That's pretty good. You got a few 4s and a couple of 6s there. It's pretty good. But what's the devil himself gonna roll though? How mad is this guy? He's pretty mad.
Yeah. So I have to be the one with the selfless heart. The one with the selfless heart is pretty much no longer going to be the peaceful one.
Were you ever?
Was yes, now not so much.
I do apologize somewhat for this kind of sort of sidetrack behavior from this whole mission in the town, so I do apologize.
So
Not my
you're
fault,
basically
you weren't
leaving
trying
as
to go, no.
Ironheart comes in with his sword and just... So yeah, you hold him at sword
tagged-
point.
I think we've tag teamed. We've tag teamed. I tap out and I tapped him in. Your turn.
Right.
So
You
you can
want to
start my
blame
razor.
you want to blame one of my own team for something that you did to me? Let's go.
God,
Says,
that's not diffusing the situation.
what are you talking about? He broke my damn window!
You caused the hole.
He said he shot it with a gun! And he's just kind of pushed the sword.
Right.
The sword pointing
Well,
at you, he
then.
just kind of pushes it aside. And just kind of gets up in your face.
Eat the sword.
So you're actually gonna stab him.
Eat the sword.
So Ironheart, I should point out, you're a monk, right? Remember your monk roots or something. Unless that first mission has really done a number on you. Whatever that first mission was.
No.
We had to slaughter a whole town.
Maybe that's what we did. Maybe that's what we did.
So
That's
he's
probably
just-
the reason why I'm drinking.
He just says, "Honey, get my gun." So yeah,
Crap, oh man, am I going to go back
So
into
what does-
combat again?
eat the sword mean?
Are you gonna
stabbing
remind him that we are the law?
Oh, I'm gonna stab him right in the throat.
Alright.
Oh, no, not the throat. Do the
You
foot.
should attack with that.
The hoof. Stab the hoof.
Stab him through the sternum.
Right.
No, I'm just getting him straight through the throat.
Mad. This is session number 2, and this has gone downhill so.
What on earth is
So-
happening? Are we just gonna burn the fucking town?
This is a physical, so let's... Actually... Is this hand to hand? Wait, why is that? Oh, I see. Yeah, it
See
would-
as how,
'cause it's a fight,
see as how I
right?
just seeing as how I just put a sword through his throat, I don't
Yeah.
think he's going to be able to get up from that.
Now, you say you've done that, but let's see as something happens.
Oh God.
D6.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me he's got the shotgun. He fires it in your face.
No. And let's find out. Let's move these in here as. And another 2. Okay, so Gold Rush, as she sees you doing this, she just leaps at you and tackles you, but just before you can. That's the wife tackles you. Just
Okay. So, what, now I've got to deal with Bison? Okay.
he's
So that I
going
don't have a
to
look left.
stand up and just kind of walk over and kick you right in the ribs.
Oh, okay, well. Just gonna slice his head off this time.
Right, really, with what? 'Cause you managed to. Here's the thing,
I
you're
might be
countering
winded,
this at this
but that
point.
doesn't.
I think I'm watching the whole thing, and I'm thinking, what kind of mug are you?
A really crappy one if you're getting beaten up by an old lady and her husband. So you can't raise anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
They've basically just got you on the ground. The woman has done that. She gets off of you, but you're on the ground and he's just kicking you now.
I think this is around the time that one of us should come in and help.
Lucky's the only one there.
Yeah.
Now you can escalate by putting your physical stats into this. You don't roll physical, you just escalate and add the stats. Basically in the same conflict, even if you change from talking to fighting, you don't re-roll ones that you've already used. You've already used
okay.
heart. If you upgraded this to physical, you would only roll body.
Okay.
Well, sadly, my body happens to be a little less than it was before due to getting shot in the fucking ear.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Mind you, I still have my sword.
Do I use Earth Strike?
Like I said,
Remember,
you've
we
used...
are the law. Anything we say goes.
Yeah. So
That is
starting
true.
with talking, you used acuity
You know
and
what?
heart. By doing physical, you can add your body as well and roll 3 more d6s.
Okay. All right. For my Earth Strike ability, what does that still come under?
I don't
One
know.
of those
I don't
that
know what.
just-
I'm guessing that's just a super hard punch or kick or something.
Oh no, it's literally like sending like a thundering shock into the ground kind of thing, like with
Don't think you can
it's
actually
like a-
do that.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
That
So
would be magic.
Yeah.
oh, okay. So I should.
Use another.
Okay.
phone.
So Okay. All right. So we're going to say that Earth Strike is is like a mega punch.
So fisticuffs is your gentlemanly one, and then you just
Okay.
storm with Earth Strike.
Okay. Who do I go after? Well, I guess the one that's
Well, the
kicking
woman's
my.
kind of crawled off, and she's
Yeah.
heading towards a cabinet that may or may not have a gun in it.
Okay. So physical and traits 1d10. Okay.
Well, like I said, you've already rolled your heart in this, so just press the escalate button and then put in the.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, press
the,
escalate and then just put in the stats for whatever your body is, which is 3d6. And
3d6.
then
Oh,
any more
okay.
traits you've got that are relevant.
Okay.
So we'd have to just do. So just press escalate.
Well, Ironheart, you've already started this by doing physical, so Lucky hasn't, however, so he can escalate.
I also should point out, Ironhead's technically a friend of mine. Would he be not?
Yes.
Should I add an extra 1d6 on top of that?
You've got a relationship with your friends, which is so generic, but sure.
So just roll an extra d6 for good measure.
Yep.
So that's 22.
Yep. I mean, you can...
Oh, I mean, so just Dragon Cross?
I mean, I may be on the ground, but that does not mean my sword will lay silent.
Yeah, you're just being pinned to the ground and being beaten
Yeah.
senseless.
Yeah.
And flailing. I mean, you got this. You got this, man. You got
I mean, he's got a solid good 2 kicks in your head at this point.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Lucky, how
This is going to be a
Okay.
pain in the
How
ass
do
to
you
stitch
help?
up later.
In fact, yeah, your bleeding ear has been ripped open just a bit more, and
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, now even angrier.
so Lucky, you see two things. Your friend. It's kind
Okay.
of the telltale moment where you've got the two choices. Do you do this one or do you do this one? The choices are help your friend who is on the ground getting kicked, or stop the woman who is heading towards the cabinet to get the gun.
Oh gosh.
Honestly, stopping the woman would probably be more useful long
Yeah.
term because,
Yeah, you don't know what's in that cabinet.
yeah.
I'm going for the woman.
Honey, get my
Also-
3 sticks of DNT.
Oh wow.
My gosh, they're gonna blood themselves to Kingdom Come just to spite us. Great. I'm
I
going
think
after the. I'm going after the woman. Oh gosh.
You don't have to do much. You could just stand in front of her. That'll stop her. But just raise by
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do you do?
Oh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What just popped in my head?
Thought about that.
I'm pulling. The first thing that popped in my head was to pull a Gandalf, and use my shotgun as literally like a staff. It's like, you shall not
What
pass.
could possibly
But-
go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Again.
Seriously, I'm still on the freaking ground.
Um.
Everything could go horribly wrong with that.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that. So since I've played Earthstrike, I've got my like my right hoof, and I've got it outwards kind of thing, like really stern. But I'm putting a lot of effort into having this out. Like I'm channeling a lot of strength into it, kind of thing. And
Slap a bitch.
Falco! Punch!
oh my god, now I know what to do. I'm actually going to go for the hug. I'm using my Earthstrike's energy into the. I'm going to give her a hug. So I think she has not been getting enough love from her husband.
She,
And actually, and that's kind of in line with my character, because one of my relationships is with lovers.
also generic, but sure. So she is going to...
That
So
works.
Yeah.
you notice that as you get close, you see her face. She is just crying. Like, please leave. What are you doing to my husband? It's just trying to get the farm cleaned and all the weeds out, and then you put the sun out, and then you get the cat out, I gotta get the cat out, I gotta get the cat. Yeah, and she's just bawling. So she is gonna try and slip the hug and just go for the cabinet.
Okay, that's all she's done. Okay.
Yep.
I think we've lost 2 people.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh.
I'm just listening because I don't have anything to do in this.
Everyone's still in the call.
I'm listening.
These 2 dim-witted fools have hijacked the campaign.
So what do you do as she just tries to slip past you?
Let me see. Oh, she tries to slip past me, but I try to slip in front of her. It's like she gets me to slip, but I slip her and come around her, like block her access between the cupboard and the ease of access to the cupboard. And you know what? I've got my hoof out again, and I'm saying, in the name of the Book of Life, stop right there. This is not the way. This is not the way.
So this is talking now, so she is going to get some extra talking dice.
Shit. She might be good at that.
You can now escalate, and you got that 1 dice back because you only used 1
Oh,
dice.
sweet.
You just completely stopped her in her tracks with that single, like, what you said really struck her.
Whew. Okay. Well, that's the first sign of progress since the last half hour.
Do I even want to know where that was going?
You can raise by doing something again now. Or maybe
Okay.
you just said that and that's how you raise it either way.
Okay. But she's in talking mode as well, so
I mean, she's no longer going for it. You've talked to her, and she's just standing there like, I need to
Okay,
get
alright.
the gun for my husband. Bullrush, look
Okay.
at him. He needs my help, and he's just standing over Ironheart, kicking him.
Okay.
He's so
Yeah.
so defenseless.
Okay, so
Are you saying I'm still useless?
Yeah, pretty much.
let's see. Press okay.
How so? I mean, you know,
He's got you
I
pinned.
can still
that's
move
how-
my fucking sword.
Okay, alright, I got this. So I take my 2 hooves and I put them on her shoulders and just trying to, kind of sit her down kind of thing. Like almost like a like a mini prayer group. And I say, you're better than this. You're better than this. The Book of Life gives you the strength to be better than this. Your husband, he's a sort of a lost soul. I think he sings out for his crops, and I think he must have poured his heart into the crops, and then this weed comes along, and and we've actually taken some samples, and we're going to investigate what this weed is. We're going to have the good doctors help us out on this one, and we're going. Violence is not the way. We, as dogs, we try not to, but if we have to, we will. But you don't. The choice to make here is to love your husband, respect the Book of Life, respect the book, the good book, and nothing but the book. Okay, you are a good pony. You're a good pony.
She says,
There's no need to get the
my
gun.
husband is a good pony too, and he respects the book. I just want to help him. Why are you doing this to him? And we just cut back to him kicking Ironheart. He's doing nothing wrong. And she's gonna take some more fallout from that.
Yeah.
And she's out of
Phew.
dice, so at this point, you convince her.
Oh.
She says,
Okay.
I'm just trying to be a good wife and help my husband by killing you. It's not so much.
That's laughing's out of character, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's like, can I raise her and try to implore her to
Yeah, she's got nothing
So-
left.
I want to raise and get her to use her womanly ways to get her husband to back down. I know that sounded really chauvinist
Yeah.
and insensitive, but
She goes,
it's all I can
Darling,
come up
stop,
with.
stop, he's had enough. Just let them leave. He says, well, you better get out of my house or I'll continue to lay the whoop down on your ass.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness.
He-
Ironheart, let us take our leave.
So
and let's
Ironheart,
solve
you're
this weed
pretty
problem somewhere
bruised,
else.
And I reckon you should take one more.
I take him.
Get out
I
of
sort
my
of.
house or back in the field,
kind of-
either one.
Oh, okay.
I will destroy you all.
He doesn't mean that. He doesn't mean that.
You just
Ironheart,
kind of,
let's
you
go.
say that, and then
Let's
he just kind
go.
of does the what's it called? He does that thing where he flexes on you, just kind of boom, in your direction, and you flinch.
And I think we're making our way to the doctors, and now someone else gets to play.